Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You are highly welcome to Shitu's Mathematics Coaching Program. Before the commencement of today's lecture, I urge every one of you should kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button, hit on the bell to get the notifications anytime I drop my videos. So today we are going to be looking at square roots of binomial surds. I haven't been taught you the addition of surds, multiplication and division of surds, the rationalization of surds, and how to get the conjugate of binomial surds. So today we want to be looking at how we can get the square root of binomial surds. So as we all know that the form of binomial surd is something like this. We have p plus root q. So whenever you are now given any problem in this form, that is, get the square root of this. Understand? So we are going to use the concept of equality of surds. That is, you let the square root of this one to be root of x plus root of y. So where x and y are domain variable, p and q are also domain variable. Therefore, p can be any number and this one can also be any number. X can be, y can be. You understand? So now, by doing that, whether we have plus or minus, so by doing that, you have this, then you now solve. Solving this further, when whatever you arrived at, so we definitely give us the solution we are looking for. So now, so we have this problem. They say we should look for the square root of this. So now we start the solution by writing it like this: 14 plus 6 root 5, that is square root of this, will be equals to root of x plus root of y. So now, what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do is to do away with the giant square root. So now, to do away with this giant square root, what do? You try to square the both sides. So squaring the both sides, we have 14 plus 6 root 5 equals to root x plus root y all square. So now we try to bring this one, that is, expand this one more. So now to expand this one, we have root x all square plus root x y plus root x y plus root y all square. That's what we are going to have, that is root x times root x. You understand? Then this times this, then you take this one again, times this, then times that. What I'm doing is, I have ab square is same thing as a plus b. So you consider you use this one to multiply this. You have a square plus a times b, you have ab. You pick the second term to multiply everything here. We have ab plus what? B square. So bringing this together, we have a square plus 2ab plus what? B square. So the idea we used here to expand this expression. So this one will be x plus 2 root xy plus what? Y. 14 plus 6 root 5. So now the next thing to do here is to use the concept of what? The concept of equality of surds. Therefore, how do we do that? So we try to equate the expression without square roots and the ones with square roots, so we equate them. So now from here, doing that, we have this one from here, that is x plus y can be equals to 14 here, because x doesn't have square root, y doesn't have square root, but this one is attached to square root. Understand? So therefore, x doesn't have, y doesn't have, so we bring them together. If you look at this one also, you can see it's only 14 that is not having square root. So we have x plus y equals to 14. So equation 1. Then we now try to equate this one with square root, equals to 2 root what? Xy. So which this will give us what? Will give us, and try to solve this one further, will give us 3 root 5 equals to what? Equals to root xy. You can see, what do? We just try to divide through by 2. So to get what? 3 root 5 equals to root x, y. So now from there, what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do is to solve this one further, so that this one also will give us another equation. So we now solve them simultaneously to get as x and y simultaneously or respectively. So now from here now, you square the both sides. If you square the both sides from here, you can see that we have 3 root 5 whole square equals to root xy whole square. So you can see that from here we have 9, that is 3 square will give us 9, then multiply by root 5 square will give us 5 equals to the square, we cancel the square root, we have xy. Can you see that? So which this will give us another what? Another equation, that is what? Equation 2. That is equation 2, that is xy equals to 45. Equation what? Equation 2. So now from here we have two equations. Now we have equation 1, then we have what? We have equation 2. So now the next thing to do is to try to solve the two equations simultaneously to get x and y. So now from here we can start to divide both sides by y. If you divide both sides by y here, you can see that we have x to be 45 over what? 45 over y. So let this equation be equation 3. So now putting or employing the equation 3 in what? In 1. That is, put equation 3 in what? In 1. So what do you do? So you can see this is 1 here. That's it. Anywhere you see x, you put what? You put 45 over y. That is x plus y equals to 14. So anywhere you see x, put 45 over y, then plus y equals to 14. So from here we try to clear the fractions. We can see that if you are trying to clear the fraction, you multiply through by y. Multiply through by y, so we have what? We have 45 plus y squared plus 14y. That equals to 14y. So now seeing this one, this can actually lead us to what? Y squared minus 14y minus what? Y squared minus 14y minus y squared minus 14y minus 14y, then plus what? Plus 45 equals to 0. So which led us to quadratic equation in terms of what? In terms of y. So now to solve this equation now, so we are going to look for the two factors of 45, that is the last term. So when you multiply the two factors together, so you are going to get 45, and when you add them together, you are going to have the middle term, that is minus 14. So now we can see that if you minus 9 times minus 5, we actually give us what? We actually give us 45. Minus 9 plus minus 5 will give us minus 4y, minus 14y. So now from here we have a y squared to be, that is, we factor this in order not to waste much of our time. So when you factor that, so this will be y minus what? 9, and what? Y minus 5 equals to 0. So now having this one, this could either be y minus 9 equals to 0 or y minus 5 equals to 0. That is y equals to what? 9 or what? Or 5. So these are the two possible values of y. Understand? So now from here now we are now going to look for the second value, that is x. Since we have two values for y, definitely we are going to have two values for x also. Now from equation 3 now, that is s equals to 45 over what? Over y. So now we now be putting the value of y one after the other in equation 3. So we have when y equals to 9, so x will be 45 over 9, which will give us 5. Also when y equals to what? Equals to 5, which is the second value, so x will be 45 over 5. So we have what? We have 9. Can you see that? So now do not forget that we have from the beginning of the solving, so we have what? We have 14 plus 6 root 5 to be what? Root x plus what? Root y. So now we just have to put the values of s and y. So now For the first one, they said when x is equals to, or when x equals to, you can see, for the first one we have y, then you have, so when y is 9, then x is what? X is 5. Or when y is 5, x is what? X is 9. So now this way be reduced to this, because square root of 9 is 3, or 3 plus root 5. So if you look at the two values we have, you can see that they are very the same. That is, they are the same thing. You understand? Therefore, we have the same values. You understand? So by putting this, so if you now want to actually know whether you are right or not, if you are using scientific calculator, so press the square root of this. You understand? Write the solution down, then use the same what they call the same calculator. Try this one also. Understand? Root 5 plus 3, or 3 plus root 5. So press it in that your calculator. Write there what's they call the answer down. So you now compare the two, whether they are right or not. So that is that. So if you have any question to ask, kindly do that. Hit on the box and do that. So this is where we are going to stop today, and this is the other problem, the other problems in solving SURDS. So I wish you best of luck. Have a wonderful day.